page called the neighbor next door, and that's already been duplicated. So no use getting rid of that. Everything we have is all duplicated. Excuse me, people. Matter of fact, the IP address was traced on that one. A friend of mine came in and did it. Oh yeah, we know where it came from and who set it up. So just a little message to those who are not in the group that I just mentioned, that if you feel at the end of the day, because we missed your name, that you're not included, you are. We're going to bring you in too. Just a little message to you, because I hired some people to find you. Because I know there were more than the individuals that were involved besides the ones we already know already. We know there's more of them than that. So we're going to bring you in too. Don't get attached to your stuff. Don't get too comfortable with freedom. I plan to take it from you.
Hi all. Thank you, Ken, for confirming that you have been involved in another crime. IP sniffing is a violation. I'm a traveler and switching countries from time to time, so my IPs can change. Enjoy the trip. Funny how you are afraid to say my real YouTube name. The rumors in Allentown about you, Ken, are interesting since one of the rumors says that you have been kicked out of the garage. Another rumor is that the Allentown Consumer Electronics Expo has no clue who you are. Ken, your requests to complete your challenges doesn't make any sense, because they're all staged like your outside Star Wars demonstration that was done as it was already dim. The same demonstration with a grey or white screen would have worked even better. None of your screen paints was ever exposed to 100,000 lux of sunlight or more. The highest probably was around 800 lux, and the sample sheet was tiny. And you used a Sony projector with 5,200 lumen. Everything you do is staged in your favor. When you do an on-site demonstration, you never add any other sample screen to your screen, so people have nothing to compare. So it may look okay for them. Everything you do is to fool people that are new to projection and screens, and easy bait for you to sell your crap to them. Your infinity contrast claim is just another bad joke that comes out of your mouth in reality. None of your screen paints have an infinity contrast. The contrast measured on your screen paint was around 2,000 to 1. Your so-called FLE gain is another lie. Your screen paints have one of the lowest gains ever measured. The low gain factor helps with certain light situations, but it doesn't make your paint ALR. None of your screen paint came ever close to a real projection screen in performance, gain, and image quality. Ken, you're not a treat. You're just a bad joke in the world of projection technology. No one is afraid of you because your words have no meanings. What about your shipback orders? Some people are still waiting months to get their orders replaced or their money back from you, Ken. There is no honesty in you, Ken. You're a scammer. A while ago, I talked to an interesting US department. Can you guess what? I will share their link when Danny is done with you. That means everyone that was scammed by you over the last 8 years or so can file a complaint. And when they get enough complaints, they go after you and will shut you down. That means you're no longer allowed to have a projection screen business if they decide against you. Ken, keep in mind, when you go to court to file for a case, you have to use your real address to file documents. Otherwise, it's perjury. Some police reports you filed have a little note attached to them that says, "No evidence provided to the claim." Ken, I'm curious how you explain to your lawyer that the phantom screen paint came from you. The shipping to Danny was paid with your card. PayPal whatsoever. You know how you paid the shipping. And there are some of your fingerprints on the jar. And the sender address was not yours, Ken, that, by the way, falls under postal fraud and identity theft. But this is not the first time you lied to a lawyer, Ken. But we all know that you're currently hiding in another garage. You don't have a house or office locations because of your past and bad credit score that is somewhat around 400. You don't make a lot of money anymore because people are starting to figure out how you really are, Ken. Your disability check is what? Around 950, and you still have to pay 500 each month because of the lawsuit you lost in court till next year. That means your monthly budget is around 450 to cover all your bills each month. Believe me, Ken, no one of us is jealous of your crap and shitty life. Ken, what you call the mother of all screens is just the mother of all jokes in the screen community. Your Apex Gamer screen is also just cheap crap in hope to scam a few gamers out of their money like everything that comes from you, Ken. Ken, you filed your LLC documents under a false address. When you say that you filed your LLC documents under your e-commerce address, that's a lie and against the law. A LLC needs to be registered to a physical address, not to a web domain. So, you're a liar. If you had watched that screen paint video more carefully, you would have noticed that you lost a crow and that there is a discoloration in your paint. So, what will you do next? Move to a cave so you can hide your ass again and be even more pathetic as you already are? You made yourself some interesting new enemies, Ken. Ken, feel free to enjoy the ride. Ken, your online shop and channels have only one purpose: to scam people out of their hard-earned money. There is absolutely no technology in your paint. Ken, you always talk big on your channel, but the reality looks completely different. Ken, you're the one that didn't add anything positive to the home theater community. What you did, Ken was bullying everyone that also did their own screen paint until they left YouTube. Ken, you only use the home theater community to scam people with your trash. Ken, you don't like competition because their products are better and more affordable than yours. You hate customers that share the truth about you, so you bully them until they retract their videos and speeches on you. By the way, Ken Jabril is watching you, and they're not happy with you at all.